Crystal with Hattie's Hierophant, and welcome. We are going to be talking about your finances, job, career, and even for those of us that don't have a job, but we are called to do something else in that same energy, we're going to talk about you too. Now, I've been thinking, should I do this every month or should this be like a every quarter? Because sometimes we don't see a financial change month to month. It's more quarter to quarter. So let me know. Give me your comments below and let me know if this is something you'd like to see often. Also, I did a general reading for you Capricorns for February 2020. Please take a look at it. Comment in the comment section. I see so much love there, and it also helps me serve you better, and that is my overall goal. Now, Capricorn, I've already shuffled your cards and I've meditated over them, and it takes me a little while. I've tried to shuffle on camera, but I can't seem to get the messages that I want to get to you because it just takes me a little bit longer. So just know that I prayed over them for you and I've meditated and we've done all that good spiritual stuff. All right. So the first card that we have for you, which is the center of your read, and that's where I like to start because guess where our center is? Right here. And the center of yours is the Knight of Wands. Now already that Knight of Wands, I heard right away, now, start now. So let's stay with that fire energy and moving forward. I mean, he is actually carrying that torch, that flame of passion and energy and of get up and go, do it. That's what I keep hearing with that card. As a matter of fact, the more I start talking about it, the more energetic I'm becoming. So the first thing we're going to talk about is your finances, baby. And that's going to be in your moon energy, right? Because we don't want people to know how much money we have and how much we don't have. So let's look in your moon energy for that. The first card I get in your moon energy, and just so you know, collective, I am using your the vice versa tarot deck. You may be familiar if you looked at the general readings. If you haven't, it has a this side and a that side, and my court cards is an inner side and an outer side. So in regard to this Hierophant, she is on her inner side, right? Inner energy, and then we have the Devil card, which also represents you, Capricorn, but not in this case, I feel. And then we also have the Death card. Now, don't be scared, Capricorn, because the energy I get from your finances is that you're getting another chance. I feel like that we've probably made some decisions. Perhaps we were kind of living our best life, or we're kind of recovering from the holidays, right? Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, birthday, Capricorn, right? So maybe we spent a little bit more than we should have. And now that we're doing our checks and balances, like you do, Capricorn, when you start adding and tallying up, you're like, maybe I overspent, maybe I overdid it. What am I going to do now? And the feeling I get, especially with us coming from that Cancer energy, and things bubbling up from that eclipse that we experienced in December, there's something here that feels familiar. And it doesn't make you feel good. As a matter of fact, you're thinking like, I thought I finished that. I thought I squashed that. I thought I passed that. And you did. This had to bubble up again for you to revisit it so you could squash it. You want to know how I know? Because we have that Death card. You see those glowing eyes from that horse? It had to highlight this area again for you and bring back that feeling to where it was so emotional, and it brought back up that hurt to where Spirit needs you to take this seriously because you're going to be given another chance. And the reason you're going to be given another chance because the Hierophant has given you both keys in the earthly world and in the spiritual world. Things are moving in favor for you. Okay, Saturn knows you have paid your dues, but do you? And the reason I ask you that, Capricorn, because which one are you? And let's not take this so literally, right? I'm not saying that you're the devil, even though that represents Capricorn, but are you this individual who's using money and finances is power in your household, in your business, in your relationship? Or are you the one that has shackled yourself financially to where you keep coming back to the same place because you feel like that's who you are, that's your identity, is to not have? We're going to come back and revisit that. The most important message I get there is do not blow it, because that's what this death card represents on the inner side, is that there's another chance that's coming, because with death comes growth, right? The opposite of death is life. The opposite of death is life. So you're going to be given another chance, and I don't want you to blow it, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more as far as how that's going to come to you, okay? Now that's your finances. Let's talk about your job and or career, because that can be different. Well, it is different from your finances, because some of us have different streams of income that comes in, and then some of us have a full-time job that we show up to every day, that we still have to be responsible and do a good job. And I see that. So in your energy for your job, I see change coming. Either there is going to be movement within your organization, or someone's going to be leaving your organization, where they're going to be leaving because they're like, this is too much change for me. Everything's so different. I can't take it. I'm out of here. Let them go, because with this, when they go, it will be better. With these new policies and procedures, it's going to be better. And the ones that don't stick around, it's kind of like they weren't supposed to stick around anyway. And it's going to be better. And then we have a 3 of Pentacles that show right up. And this lets me know, especially since he's here and he's kind of restructuring that pillar, that there's going to be some sort of reconstruction within your establishment, within your career, within your business, that is going to take place. Because there's some sort of authority or policy pusher that's making this happen. So there is no choice. Also within your job, we have the King of Pentacles on his inner self. So we see his back. And what I see is his kingdom is doing great, but he has all these things here that are for himself. So when I put these 3 together, what we can expect is that perhaps you were in a job or a building to where it was more team oriented, right? It's all about teamwork, what the team does and the team goal. That's still going to be important, but it's almost going to take a back burner, and it's going to be more about, Capricorn, what are you doing as an individual for the company, for the firm, for the business, in our sales, in our doctor's office? What are you doing as an individual to make sure that this is successful? There's going to be more accountability. So for those of us who are, and I'm going to expand on these a bit more, but for those of us that are unemployed and looking for work, or for those of us that are called to do something else, and these are the 2 cards that flank the Knight of Wands. We have the Hierophant, and then we have this beautiful card, which is the 9 of Pentacles. So Capricorn, I feel like that we are being called to, so I see a couple of things. So for those who are kind of unemployed, and I see that Knight of Wands, and it's about start it now, do it now. Some of us are going to be out in the public, right? When I was reading these cards initially, and it's coming, and I'm also feeling it now, because I have her here in the Knight of Wands, which is an earth sign. And then we have her with the Temperance card, and she's almost like measuring, right? I see some of us starting some cooking channels. So whether it's YouTube or Patreon, whatever the case, some of us are actually going very, very professional to where we're getting our own channel on cable, to where it's going to be a cooking channel. And it's not going to be a normal thing. And I'm going to explain that in more detail too. And what I mean by that, it's not like it's going to be a channel of where this is Asian cooking, this is country cooking, this is keto cooking. It's going to be a fusion. It's almost going to be like a keto Asian cooking show. It's going to be like a cannabis keto cooking show, or whatever. I don't know all of the different culinary titles out there, but it's going to be a fusion that are almost opposites, and that's what's going to make you stand out and create like a niche. And if it's not a show, it's a book. Communication is really, really strong with writing. So if you need to start writing down your recipes, because perhaps you have this thought process of fusing these two opposites together, start writing and testing, because when your moment comes, you have to be ready. Because it's going to happen like that. It's going to be quick and fast. Because as soon as you start, it's going to be like, who is that Capricorn? Capricorn? We need you. So you're going to have to be ready and have your recipes in order, have your chemistry in order, right? And the reason I keep saying chemistry, because I literally see like different things being mixed in. I see them in bowls. I see them in, it's so odd to me. Kind of. We are in Aquarius season, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and expand. So I expanded on this Hierophant card. And this is ringing so strong to me, Capricorn. Really pay attention to your dreams, your intuition. You're getting messages there, and that's going to help you in your finances. There's a clue in there for you. I don't know what it is, and it may not even be a clue. It just may be confirmation that spirit is there for you. And that's going to help build your confidence, because you are such in this space. It's almost like you're in this, I see like this glowing light of opportunity. And this glowing light of opportunity is almost like a wishing well for you. And Spirit wants you to make the perfect wish. So you have to change your energy and get rid of how things used to be and how it was before and how you felt so defeated. You have to let that energy go, let it die, so that we can accept this offer. We have to surrender to this Hierophant energy, surrender to that. Listen, sometimes we get so involved in worrying and thinking about what happened before and how we almost feel like a failure, right? Like I failed that particular time in my life. And a little bit of that has been messing with you, Capricorn. But instead of thinking about how it happened before or why it happened before, whatever the case, honey, it's the past. It is back here. Let it go. Surrender to the fact that you don't know what's going to happen, but Spirit got you, right? So you're good. Because when you do that, when you open that energy, it's like a portal of receiving. Okay? And this portal is only going to be open for so long, this big for you, right? I don't want to say it's ever going to be closed, because it's not how it works. However, this is almost like, ooh, Capricorn, oh, there you are. Come find me. And Spirit is doing, like, throwing all these things to you, like, okay, there you go. Here, catch it. There you go. And baby, I want you to like, whoop, whoop. And the only way to do that is to let go of that defeat. And I expanded on that Death card. And we're still talking about your finances right here, right? That Death card, that second chance. That second chance, right? Three of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So Capricorn, so this is the thing. Even though we're getting a second chance at this opportunity, it does not mean you do not have to put work in. As a matter of fact, I don't see things picking up. Okay, so this is what I mean. I see the fourth quarter being your quarter, but you have to put the work in first, second, and third. So whatever this financial gift is going to be, it is going to be a surprise. So whether you're getting your financial, you know, your what do you call it, your tax money, you're getting a refund, a tax refund, or I feel like that someone's out there getting a divorce, and I'm so sorry because I'm a romantic at heart, so I hate to even say the word because I love romance, but I do feel like that there may be a divorce happening, and somehow financially you're benefiting from it. Whatever this financial windfall is going to be for you, put it in a high savings account where you can gain some interest, invest it, hold on to it. This is not the time to go out there and do what you did to get where you are, right? Because Jupiter is going to encourage you to be like, Capricorn, you deserve all this luxury. Go get new outfits. Go get new bag. Go on vacation, darling. Believe you me, it sounds wonderful. But by the time you spend all that and we didn't invest it, we're going to be back to where we are saying, woe is me. Do not blow this second chance. Put it away. And we almost want to be, I don't want to say sneaky, but we almost want to be a little selfish. Selfish in the way to where you spend your money a certain kind of way. Capricorn, actually, I'm sorry. I need you to be frugal. I need you to be frugal. These first 3 quarters, I really want you to only buy what you need, right? Only cook what you're going to eat. And if you need something like clothes, shoes, see if you can get it secondhand first. And I know Capricorns, I know some of you are like, excuse me, secondhand. It's going to benefit you. And it's going to be more lucrative, your investment, if you sit on it instead of spending it all now. It's almost like you're going to be rewarded for doing that, because Saturn needs to know that you learned your lesson and that you have self-control and that you understand discipline. Okay? And I expanded on this death card. I'm sorry, on this devil card. And we got the Emperor. Fire, baby. I mean, we talking about the Emperor. He's the one that sets the rules, that sets the tone. He is strength. So you have it, Capricorn. You are strong enough to be the emperor of your finances. What? I want to be the emperor of my finances. Yes. But in order to do that, you got to make those tough decisions. You can't be wavering. You can't do it today and then not tomorrow. I'm going to have me a little splurge here and because I deserve it. Of course you do, but not today. Work for that reward. That's what an emperor does. He sacrifices. All right? So that's your finances. So let me expand on your job. So with the 6 of Swords, so obviously there's going to be change and movement, people leaving, people coming. It's official, baby. All right? Once the Hierophant shows up, it's going to be officiated. So I almost feel like there's going to be a different structure, even within your organization, whether you're creating it for your business or whether it's happening in your particular job. So I almost see like new policy and procedure book. If you were in an environment that was like fun and everybody's on roller skates and we don't have any bosses, there's no managers here, we're all managers. There's going to be a manager now, baby. And it may be one of your coworkers, or just maybe you. Because we have the 9 of Cups there. And it's official. And I also expanded on this King of Pentacles. And we got the Magician and the Two of Cups. So with this being said, Capricorn, I feel like that this newness that's coming within your organization, it's almost like everyone's being held accountable for their work. You almost didn't know that you were being watched. No one knew that everybody was being watched. And you're going to be rewarded for a job well done, because even when you realize that no one was looking, you were still doing the work. You were still building. You were still doing what you were supposed to do. And you were almost like in a leadership. It's like within your organization, when there were no bosses, people saw you as the boss, as leadership. And so did the powers that be. They saw that too. Because these are the rewards. This is wish fulfillment. This is all about, this isn't just given. These are all earned. So you're going to be recognized in some sort of way for job well done. And this partnership. So there's definitely going to be newness within this organization. Like it's going to be, for some of you, it's going to be something kind of, it's going to be big, right? You're going to have a new boss. There's going to be a new pay structure. Perhaps you were salaried and now it's going to turn to hourly. It was a matter of, how many, your caseload, that kind of dictated how much your salary was. Now your caseload has been diminished, or it's been increased. So your money's either going to increase or decrease. So you're going to see like some of those big changes. Some of us, there's going to be small changes, like we no longer park in the front, we now park in the back. We have to have decals on our cars now. Oh, now we have tags to beep into the office. So you might see changes like that. So just be prepared and comfortable with the change. And really, I feel like you will be. Okay. And the reason why I feel like it's going to be a few things that are going to change is because of this Magician. There's going to be, more emails, more work. So just kind of be prepared for that, right? Because it's coming. We're going to get communication soon. I feel like if you don't hear it within 4 days or 4 weeks, 4 days, 4 weeks, that's what I keep hearing about these new changes, right? And the Queen of Swords, she's all about giving you that information straight. Okay, it won't be beating around the bush. So whatever these changes are, whatever questions you have, Capricorn, ask them. This energy is going to tell you straight up, like, hey, I see we have a different pay structure. How is this going to affect my taxes, my workload, my hours? And she's going to tell you, boop, 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 boop. So don't wait until like, I'm just going to ask those questions later because I'm already uncomfortable. No, now is not the time. Ask those questions when that energy, that Queen of Swords energy is there. She's going to be straight up with you. Because that's also going to be an opportunity for that energy to receive your demands. You're going to be that's going to be an opportunity for you to be demanding, because job well done. We love you. We want you to stay. This is a great partnership. We love your ideas, innovation, and your communication. Oh, well, since I'm so doggone great, I think I deserve a little bit more money since I have these extra responsibilities. Okay? So don't wait for that, Capricorn. Now, let's talk about those that are called to do something else, or perhaps this job you feel like just isn't for you anymore, and that Spirit is calling you to do something else. So with this Hierophant, this Temperance, I pulled the Star card and the King of Pentacles. Again, look, I see more mixing. There's something there. And I can't wait to hear about it because I feel like it's going to be so innovative. I mean, come on, we're in Aquarius energy, and that's all about innovation, trying something new, living outside the box and making it better for everyone. And that's the energy I get. And that's what the King of Pentacles is about, right? He's not only about himself, his family, but his kingdom, okay? So there is going to be something there that is for for all mankind, really. I know it sounds kind of like, Crystal, really? I'm about to say the world. Capricorn, you are. Sorry about it. All right, so here we go. The Nine of Pentacles. And I expand it with the Ace of Cups, baby. And the Knight of Pentacles. So for those of us that are looking for work or that opportunity, I see in the medical field, and especially there's a lot of you Capricorns that are intuitively awakening. Okay. So I definitely see some counseling here with that Temperance card and the Star card, and it's all about that flow of emotion, and kind of dipping in and out of spirit and earth. Not to mention this is an Aquarius card, right? So some of you have been awakened, and you have been awakened to your healing abilities, to your psychic abilities, and some of you are being tickled to go in that direction. On the other hand, I also see in the medical field, and it's more like psychology, but again with the spin. All these jobs have spins, so it's almost like I'm studying to be a veterinarian, but I'm going to bring cannabis in here to heal my animals. I'm a doctor, but I'm going to start bringing meditation into my practice. I'm a teacher, and I'm going to start singing before class. Like there's going to be like these mixtures and fusions of things that typically don't mix. That Capricorn, you are going to start like almost like this revolution, this new way of doing things that that's going to encourage other people to do the same and follow. And to get back to that center card, just do it, right? That pretty much is your entire read. In regards to your finances, you know what to do. Just do it, right? Take a look at your plus and minuses. Once you get that money, save it, don't spend it, live frugally, and you will see your rewards towards the end of the month and towards the end of the year, in the last quarter. And then Capricorn, I see you living your best life. I see you taking that vacation. I see you buying that new handbag, those new shoes, right? I mean, we're not going crazy, because by the time you get there, by the time you get to the last quarter, you have practiced self-control financially that is going to be intuitive to how much you are spending, pardon me, and how comfortable you feel spending that money, to where it won't be just like, right? You would have mastered that discipline. And the more I talk about it, I feel like that's the lesson. That's the lesson that Saturn's trying to teach you. Our planet mother, our planet parent is trying to teach us, is this financial discipline. And it's almost like ding, 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 you win. Last quarter, you did it. And the reward is all for you. Okay? In regards to job, and I'm doing a recap here. In regards to your job that you show up to every day, there's going to be change. Relax, because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? And if you're not Capricorn, and I only feel like it's a couple of you that you're going to be like, this doesn't vibe with me anymore. And you're actually going to go to this new career of this fusion of work, because that's what's calling you. And that's also very special and very needed and very necessary. So if that is your calling, light it up. Get on that horse and gallop it away. So I just want to pull, or some just want to fall out, that I wanted to just finish up with that Knight of Wands. And I have the Ten of Swords. I'm sorry. Crystal, get it together. Hattie's daughter. I have the Eight of Swords. Six of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles. So again, obviously some of us are making a choice in regard to, are we going to do our job or are we going to go towards our calling? And some of us are just going to have to do both until we're able to take off in whichever direction that is. Because some of us are going to dip into that calling, right? And realize that this isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. That job is actually where I felt the most comfortable and where I felt like I could expand the most and be the most useful and get my finances from, for lack of a better explanation. Because I don't know. I feel like if you go to your calling, baby, that's where you should be. But I'm just me. And then with this 8 of Swords, that apparently I can't seem to get it together. This is all about ending a way of thinking. And don't be, what's the word? And again, because we're in this Aquarius energy, right? And we have Jupiter and we have Saturn doing all this work and encouraging us to move forward. To me, this is like, don't be lazy. Don't get in your head of, oh, I can't. I'm not going to be able to come up with this new thing. And they're going to think I'm crazy for meditating with my 5-year-old students or meditating with my kids who have mental issues and they're teenagers. They're going to think I'm nuts. Who cares? Because the way I say it, Capricorn, it's not them. It's actually you thinking that this new innovative thing that you bring is going to be strange, when really it's going to be so welcomed. You're going to start this like domino effect to where everyone is not only going to do it, but it's going to be required. It's a give and take for us to create balance. What are you going to contribute to your calling? Because we have a decision to make. Wow, Capricorn, this is so very interesting. I feel like that we have this very structured, traditional type job, right? Whether we're an attorney, a doctor, a journalist, a writer, which those are traditional jobs. And I feel like that this frequency is also landing in those non-traditional jobs of spirituality, cannabis, just astrology, somehow. And those are just examples. My whole point is they're going to be two opposites that we're going to merge together for non-traditional and traditional. And it's going to make this whole new way of thinking and movement. And it's starting now. And you're going to be part of it. So very cool. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you got some messages out of here. Please let me know if it resonated with you. Share, like, follow me on Instagram. I do really fun things there. It's under Hattie's Hierophant. Hey, Capricorn, I absolutely adore you.